So, I've been doing a really good job at posting on my YouTube every week consistently. However, as a result of that, let me just get into the light a little bit better. There we go. I have been neglecting my Instagram and my photography a little bit, and I know that I need to get better at that. So that's what I am. Oh, that's a little bit dark. Let me just. Not the nicest light, is it? So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going out and I'm doing something I haven't done in ages, but for a long time was a staple of my Instagram account, and that is taking a picture of farm animals. So I'm going to go out to a little area footpath near my house and going to see if I can get some photos of some cows, because it's a cow field as well as a footpath. And if not, I know that there's also some horses there as well, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be able to take some photos. In advance, but very sorry about how my eyes are looking at the moment. My eczema's flaring up because of the change in temperature. You don't need to know that, but yeah, so let's get into it. But before I do that, I need to change over to this camera, so I'm going to be vlogging with my old camera, I'm going to be taking photos with my new camera, so I need to do that. So one sec, let me just... Alright, that's a bit better. I say better. Now that I've got this set up all ready to go, I'm just going to pack my bag and then we'll head off. So yeah, let's get to it. So the lenses that I'm going to be bringing is my 50mm, the Nifty 50 by Canon, and I'm also going to be bringing my Samyang 14mm cine lens, first lenses I ever got on my own. I might not even use it today, but I've thought I'd bring it just in case, because this is a really wide angle lens, which is obviously really good for landscape photography. So I'm going to be bringing this just in case I want to get us in any wide angles. So I'm going to be rocking prime lenses today, and my battery's about to die, so I'm going to need to change that before we go. But yeah, so yeah, these are the lenses that I'm rocking today. Obviously running on my EOS RP, using the adapter to change through them. But yeah, so without any further ado, I'm going to head out there and I'll see you out there. See you in a bit. Alright, so I've made it out to the field and there are people behind me, so I'm feeling a little bit awkward, but I'm out in the field now, so now it's just a matter of looking for cows. I've seen fresh cow pat, so that is a good sign, but yeah, so now it's just a matter of figuring out where they are and then staying a reasonably safe distance from them. Because compared to the ones that I'm normally taking pictures of, these ones don't know me as well. These ones aren't as used to me, because I'm new to the area, relatively speaking, that is. So now it's just a matter of trying not to trip over rocks and finding some cows. So yeah, let's go do that. While I'm out and I'm on the hunt, something that I wanted to talk about in this video was different styles of photography and how I want to develop my Instagram and how I want to move forwards doing stuff, because the area that I am most comfortable in is nature photography, and specifically like animals, because I don't need to worry about talking to them and directing them. I just do my thing around them and I don't bother them, they don't bother me, I'm just taking pictures of them. However, that's not the area that I want to be going into photography, because I really want to go into headshots, portraits, photography with models, whether that's specific like seasonal ones or fashion photography, and this is where they were last time and they're not here, so I'm gonna head that way again. I'm gonna head back that way and hope that I find some. Anyway, but I also want to get into more product photography as well, and one of the biggest things that I learned from uni was to specialise, not just do one thing, but specialise in an area, and then you get better in that area. And I'm not sure which direction I really want to be going into, like first at least. I know I'll be doing both eventually, both product and people, shall we say. And to be honest, some of my best work is product photography, however at the same time some of my worst stuff is also product photography. So I'm not sure as to which way I want to be going into, and I know doing this probably isn't the right answer because it's lowest on my list of priorities, going out and doing animal stuff. However, it's easy for me to do. So that's the struggle that's going on in my head at the moment, is knowing, I was trying to figure out which one to do now. So yeah, maybe not next week, because next week's going to be the next House of Dragon review, but week after that I might do some product photography stuff and see where we go from here. But yeah, for now, let's just try and find some cows. Yeah, pretty sure like, this group kind of has like a mixture of like Highland cows and some like black cows, and I don't know names of cows, but yeah, so when we find them, you'll see what I'm talking about. And if not, and if I can't find any cows, then I'll be taking a walk that way and going to a horse field where I know some horses will be, who is a bit of a model, does like me taking their photo. So yeah, let's just get to it. I will see you guys in a little bit. Alright, so I think I've found some, and they're all the way down there. However, I'm really trying to make sure I'm taking this as cautiously as possible, because obviously I don't want to scare them, I don't want to startle the animals, but at the same time I didn't bring my long lens, I've only brought my 2 prime lenses, so I need to be a little bit closer to take these photos. And also, that's the only way out of this field. There are a couple of side passages that way, to be honest. However, I don't want to get so close to them and then have a load of cows come around that corner and trap me in. Because yes, cows naturally are very docile, very calm animals, don't intentionally want to hurt you. However, if they feel threatened, then they can get fairly dangerous. So that's the game that I'm playing at the moment. And to be honest, I don't recognise these cows. Let's recognise these cows. Who am I? But like, these aren't cows that I'm normally familiar with. As you can see, if you can see, let me have a look if you can see. Yeah, as you can see over there, they're all black and white cows. And the cows that I'm familiar with, the ones from this area, are all ginger or black cows. So I do not know the temperament of these animals, so I'm trying to take this as cautiously as possible, just slowly strolling over, making sure I'm checking behind me for other cows or people to say, nah, they're aggressive cows. But yeah, so I'm slowly making my way over. And also, it looks like they're caught in the middle of a fence, so if they see someone approaching them, when their back's to the wall, they might get agitated. They might get a bit aggressive to protect themselves, which is totally understandable. But yeah, so I'm slowly making my way over. I'm not trying to sneak over, I'm making myself known, I'm making myself present, so they are aware that I'm coming. They are aware that I'm en route, so they don't feel as threatened, because if I was sneaking up, then that would make myself look suspicious. I'm trying to give myself a wide berth, stick to this tree line as much as possible, give myself an exit. But yeah, it sounds like I'm trying to give advice. Obviously, don't do this. Oh, one of them spotted me. One of them seen me and then just went back to eating, so that's a good sign. If I don't feel comfortable any further, I will back up. But yeah, slowly making my way over. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut here, just because I want to focus purely on not dying, not agitating these cows. So I'm going to turn this off, and I'll cut to after I've left the cows. So yeah, see you guys in a bit. Bye. Alright, I'm back. So I only managed to take a couple photos of them from a bit of a distance, and because one of them was kind of blocking the way and I didn't want to get closer to his herd, just to make him more nervous. I didn't want to provoke him or anything like that. Yeah, so I stayed away from him because he seemed fairly young, he seemed fairly nervous, so I didn't want to provoke him. I was speaking to him as I was going, so he knew that I wasn't trying to sneak up on him, trying to stay in front of him, so rather than going behind him. And he started to look a little bit more nervous, so that's when I started to back up. So other than that, no cows. I'll put up the photos here, boom boom, so you can see how far away I was. I was fairly far away from him. I wasn't getting up right next to him. But yeah, so now I'm going to go down to this paddock which is nearby, and I'm going to go take some photos of some horses. So yeah, and hopefully the horses will be there, because sometimes they're not, and if they're not, then at least we're taking some photos of some cows. Alright, so I'll see you guys on the other side of that. Alright, so I am coming up to where the horses should be. It's not looking good, I have to say. It's not looking good, not looking promising. However, I did manage to get some nice little B-roll down the river. That sun is astonishing. I managed to get some B-roll, which is what you saw, and there's a cat in that field. Don't even know if I'm pointing in the right direction. Yeah, right there. Right there. What are you doing in there, little guy? Silly little cat. But yes, as I was saying, I'm coming to the little paddock, and it's not looking promising. I'm not seeing any of the horses that I have taken pictures of before, and the ones that I can see are right at the back of the paddock compared to where I'm normally allowed to go. I've spoken to the owners of this stables before, so it might be no pictures of horse day today, but I'll see what I can do. And I will get back to you. And I really am not enjoying vlogging in public again. Oh, this is gonna need getting used to. Ah well, what can you do? Right, see you in a sec. Bye. Alright, so I've gotten a little bit closer again, and it's not looking good. It's not looking good at all. The horse that is normally in this field here is currently penned up, and the horses that are normally in this field, which is public footpath in that field, aren't there. They might be in this field, there might be the ones in this field. I'm seeing a couple of horses in this one, but they are not in the one that is public footpath, so I can't exactly go in there. If the owners were here, I might be able to talk to them and be like, hey, could I get in? But alas, they are not, so I cannot. It's important when you're taking pictures of like farmyard animals and just animals in general, if they belong to people, like obviously these horses do, it's important to speak to the person who owns either the land that you're on, or speak to the person who owns the animals, so in this case, people in the paddock and the horses. Yeah, so it's important to speak to them before going about doing it. Just about respect, innit? It's just about respecting people's privacy, about respecting people's boundaries. Like, I can imagine a lot of people who own dogs probably wouldn't like randomly just a picture of their dog going viral on the internet or anything like that. So yeah, but I've managed to get those pictures of the cows. I'll see what I can do with them in terms of prettying them up, doing what I can despite how far away I was. But yeah, other than that, I'd say that was a fairly successful day. And now I need to go home and get some lunch before heading to work. What time is it? Yeah, time to go home and get some lunch. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.